How are you guys doing?
Good. We're excited to see you.
Okay, good.
I'm sure you're excited to see us.
I am.
I know you missed it.
Yeah, I did.
So when you look back at Saturday, the guys we talked to you about, they did a lot of different things well they hadn't been doing some of the previous games. What were some of the takeaways from that you were able to show them on film? Say, see guys, when you do A, B, and C, it works.
Well, from a defensive standpoint, protecting the paint, I thought we did a really good job of doing that. Being in the right spots off the ball, whether it's midline, lane line, in the gaps. I thought we did a good part of making contact first on our box outs and rebounding the basketball. I felt offensively our pace was good. We consistently made the extra pass, and I thought we could even have done it even better. I mean, we had 22 assists, and so there were some good things that we can build on, and we emphasized and we talked about over the last 2 days of practice. And honestly, the last 2 days of practice have been the best practices all year. It's the first time all year that I went home and I was like, wow, this, we're getting better, we're improving. And I was just really encouraged by our game on Saturday, but also by the last 2 days of practice.
All 10 made threes were assisted Saturday.
Yeah,
what does that reflect that maybe wasn't taking place previously for a while?
Well, I wouldn't reference what taking place in the past. I really liked, we always talk about good to great, and I felt like the ball didn't stop at good. I felt like it stopped at great. And we were just instinctively making the extra pass, whether it's for three or in transition or looking for more opportunities to get the ball down low into the paint, close to the basket. And so those are encouraging things that we can build on, and we definitely got to consistently do it better.
Well, you left happy the last 2 days.
I did.
From work.
I did. I always leave happy, but I just was really proud of the group the last couple of days. I just felt like it was from start to finish. I think I've talked to you guys about getting to that level and staying at that level, and I felt like the last 2 days of practice, we started and we stayed there. And so we'll see if we can translate that tomorrow night against Florida.
Hubert, how do you assess where you guys are through 10 games now? Kind of wow, we're through that point, and then going into a big week with two really big opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I've been straightforward with the team and straightforward to anybody that asks questions. The level of success that we have is tied to two things: our commitment to defense and rebounding. Again, I don't think we've been hot in terms of shooting the ball from the outside, and we still lead the league in scoring. Offense is not the issue. It's can we consistently be a good defensive team and rebounding team? And so that's going to be the key for us against Florida, UCLA, and moving forward the remainder of the season.
How much have you emphasized rebounding?
Oh my gosh,
Florida's stats through this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, Florida is top 5 nationally in terms of second chance opportunities. They have two things: one, a commitment to getting second chance opportunities, and number two, they've got size and length and athleticism. So that's going to be huge for us. Can we limit them to one shot every possession? Be able to rebound the basketball, and the way that we've been transitioning from defense to offense. If we can rebound the basketball, it's going to put us in a situation where we've been really effective in transition offensively.
What has Vin Allen done to solidify his starting spot, and what does he need to continue to improve on?
Yeah, in regards to a starting spot, I don't put anything into that at all. Vin has been getting more comfortable and better in terms of running the floor, finishing around the basket, rebounding, defending. He could defend guards out on the perimeter and bigs around the post. But in regards to the starting lineup, that's just who I start. I've started different guys in the second half and tried different rotations. Starters doesn't mean anything to me, but Vin is an important piece to this team, and I'm glad that he's here.
Coach, I'm not sure if you've been asked this, I haven't seen a comment if you have, but what are your thoughts on Bill Belichick's hiring and what he could potentially bring to the university?
Yeah, I got to meet him after practice yesterday, and so what an honor and a blessing to be able to meet him and just be able to spend some time with him. And obviously, our university is really excited about him becoming our head coach, and Obviously, his resume speaks for itself, and what he can bring to a program and what can he bring to our university. And so we're really excited about it. But also, I'm a great friend of Coach Mack Brown. He was our head coach when I was in school. I spent time with him when he was the head coach at Texas when I was playing for the Dallas Mavericks. And it was an honor and a blessing to work alongside him as head coaches while he was the head coach at North Carolina as well. So I'm a fan of both of them.
Assuming you know some of the factors around Coach Belichick being hired with the position that the university's taken by investing a ton into football, and maybe more than before, what do you think that says about the effort that they're making to finally kind of take that plunge?
That's a question for football.
I understand that, but I'm just kind of curious, someone who's known this university and cheered for this university for as long as you have, maybe more of an effort and emphasis is being put on making it work there consistently than before.
Well, again, that would be hard for me to comment on the commitment to football when I haven't been a part of any of the conversations or the negotiations. I know North Carolina's commitment to everything, athletics, academics. I love the leadership of Chancellor Roberts. I love the leadership of Bubba Cunningham, and I'm very happy to be here.
Did you tell him you used to play wide receiver?
I did.
What did he say?
Yeah. He laughed. I was pretty good.
You were all district, weren't you?
Yeah, I was all state. That was pretty good.
Hubert, Dayton appears to be a fabulous team so far.
Yeah.
But in terms of the games you guys have played and won and lost, you haven't won any of these power conference games against teams out of conference yet.
Okay.
Does that in any way become part of the motivation for this group heading into this week with these opportunities?
No, I know what you're saying, and people have referenced this is a big week. I think every week's a big week. After this, we play Campbell, and then we go on the road at Louisville and at Notre Dame to start conference play. So that's a big week as well. The number one focus for me, and I communicate this to the team, is us improving every day. And let's get better as a team. Not to put the focus on here's a non-conference opponent that could be important to us. It's about us getting better, about us improving, and if we continue to improve and do the things that we have to do to become the team that I think we can become, then the results will take care of itself.
As
So
young
you're not
men,
throwing resume in there, like right now in terms of what you talk
I
about.
never do. I am 100% always focused on the preparation and the process. I just am. The end result will take care of itself. It's something that I learned with Coach Smith and Coach Guthridge, and it's something not only that was enforced and taught by them, it's something that I believe in, and it's something that I coach.
Hubert, we talked about the rebounding from Florida. What are some other things that pop off the film and page when you look at them?
Well, they've got some good guards too. They can shoot the ball from three. The way that they, our pace is faster, but their pace is pretty good from an offensive standpoint. So they can score. They're dynamic. They have the ability to score close to the basket and the post as well. And so it'll be a challenge for us, but we're a pretty good team as well, and look forward to the challenge of playing Florida tomorrow night.
Seems like when you put Ty Claude in, kind of gives you a little bit of a shot of physicality down in the paint. What do you like about what he's able to do? And the other day he had a little Armando moment where he rebounded a couple of his misses, but he stayed with it. We haven't seen a ton of that this year, but it looks like
he was trying to do that.
Well, Armando joked one time that if he didn't miss all those shots around the basket, he wouldn't have been the all-time leading rebounder. But he gives you that little bit of an edge down there. He uses his backside. He's boxing out on the offensive glass. You don't see that a lot.
Yeah, he does do that. He brings energy, effort, enthusiasm, will, and want to, and toughness, not just in the games, but always in practice. And he has a burning desire to be out there on the floor. He's somebody that doesn't shy away from contact, actually seeks it out. And that's something I think desperately our team needs, is that type of physicality, that type of aggressiveness, especially rebounding and finishing around the basket that he brings. And so I'm glad that his eye feels better, and he missed the Georgia Tech game, but I'm glad that he was available and for him to play against LaSalle, and he'll be ready to play, and he'll be out there against Florida.
Coach, what does it mean to play in this invitational for the Jumpman brand? Obviously, it means a lot to UNC, but just being a part of only 3 other schools that represent this brand the way that you all do, what does it mean just to play in this invitational?
Well, it is. It's we're very thankful to be a part of this invitational. It's obviously playing in Charlotte's connection to MJ and us being sponsored by them to be playing these type of games on the highest stage. Not everybody gets a chance to be able to do this. They do a terrific job with this event. It's always been exciting games, whether we played Michigan or Oklahoma and now Florida. And so these are things that our guys, will remember for the rest of their life playing in games like this and a part of the invitational for Jumpman.
This is you guys have played every team now. You play Florida tomorrow night.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know if this will continue on this event?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No,
but
I don't
thought
know.
about it when she was asking. the
That's a
question.
great question. I have no idea. I do not know.
Everybody good?
But I'm sure I'll find out.
About a week ago, you talked about how the team was wounded, and the outlook of the
said
team was
could be wounded.
could be wounded.
Could be.
And how's the team's mental space since then? Has there been kind of a reset?
Well, I think we're in a good spot right now. Last week there was a combination of things going on. I mean, obviously we had practice and preparation for LaSalle, but also final exams, and so final exams are done now, and so. But I feel like we're in a really good spot, and I really think that contributed to having 2 good practices the last couple of days. And so I like where we're at, and we'll continue to prepare tonight and tomorrow, shoot around, and see what happens tomorrow night.
Does it feel like to you that Elliott's not looking for his offense as much as he was maybe in the first couple games of the season? Am I wrong about that?
I haven't noticed that. I haven't noticed that at all. The one thing that I have noticed, and this is in regards to Elliott, but just our entire team, I felt like at the beginning of the year we were elite in terms of taking care of the basketball. And over the last, and we did a much better job against LaSalle. But prior to that, I just felt like we're trying to hit home runs instead of making the easy play. So not referencing one individual, I just felt like collectively as a team, we weren't taking and valuing the basketball. We got to get back to that because that was something that we were really good at the beginning of the season.
All right, thanks everybody.